Hello, I'm Hannah. Welcome to my channel, Hannah's Books. Today I want to discuss the compact novel Ghost Wall by Sarah Moss, published in the United States earlier this year and longlisted for the 2019 Women's Prize for Fiction. For such a slim book, it explores a number of heavy-hitting themes: gender and sexuality, as well as patriarchy and misogyny, class and ethnicity, the cultural meanings of formal education, and the place of history in the present moment. It also explores xenophobia and nationalism. All of these themes are especially timely in this era of Trump and Brexit. I didn't love this book, but I found a great deal to enjoy and a lot to think about in it. The main character in Moss's novel is Sylvie, a very young woman from northern England whose family participates in a university-sponsored archaeological experiment. Along with a professor and a group of students visiting from the southern part of the country, they set up camp in the moors and bogs of Northumberland, planning to live off the land and reenact the daily lives of Iron Age Britons. They sleep in ancient-style huts, wear uncomfortable tunics, hunt and forage for their food, and confront the darkest parts of themselves as they walk through the woods, bathe in the stream, and sit around the campfire. Sylvie and her parents join the archaeological project because of her father's fascination with what he sees as the true beginnings of Britain. Although the professor and students are highly educated urban people, Sylvia's family is rural and working class. Her father is a bus driver and her mother a cashier at a supermarket. His knowledge about the period is self-taught, and it stems from his nationalistic beliefs that the Britons tried to keep foreigners out of what they thought of as their country. As the narrator says, Sylvie's father was looking for, quote, his own ancestry, a claim on something, some tribe sprung from English soil like mushrooms in the night. The first half of Ghost Wall is a wonderful character-driven novel with a quiet but deeply foreboding atmosphere. I felt like I was holding my breath as the mysterious mood surrounded me. Several of the characters are beautifully drawn. Sylvie especially entered my heart. She's an awkward teenager, being raised by a patriarchal father and an abused, defeated mother. During the archaeological field trip, though, Sylvie begins to come into herself. She stands right at the precipice of recognizing her own autonomy over her choices and over her body. She also begins to feel sexual desire in ways that startle and confuse her, but that hint at a kind of safety and freedom. At the beginning of Moss's novel, the male characters kind of seem like outsiders, but nevertheless start off as individuals with separate histories and personalities. Over the course of the novel, they begin to lose their distinctiveness. As the book goes on, they buy into their group identity as men who believe they have authority over women, and they merge into a menacing similarity. The writing in this novel is beautiful, almost awkward, just as the main character Sylvie is. The awkwardness adds to the feeling of displacement and intensity. I think the long and convoluted sentences helped give me that sense I mentioned before of holding my breath as I read, not because of fear of what was coming, but because there seemed to be no air at all in the pages. As the second part of the book got underway, I sort of felt as if I'd had the rug pulled out from under me. Ghost Wall suddenly becomes a plot-driven novel, less interested in exploring the thematic elements, and more interested in presenting an exciting ending. We as readers stop having any real access to the interiority of the female characters. I'm sure many readers may have been pleased to let go of the slow explorations of the first half, but for me the second half was neither emotionally satisfying nor narratively convincing. It left me a bit disappointed. I finished the novel feeling that Moss was thinking about the deep meanings of sacrifice, but I'm not quite sure where she was going with those thoughts. Overall, though, the slow build-up of cruelty in this novel is stunning, and I think it'll stay with me for quite a while. Have you read Ghost Wall or anything else by Sarah Moss? I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. See you next time here on Hannah's Books.